American Handgunner Insider.
Today, we're going to check out two new carry guns from Smith & Wesson for 2025. This is American Handgunner Insider. I'm your host, Tom McHale, editor of American Handgunner magazine. And what am I talking about? The Smith & Wesson CSX E-Series. If you remember a few years back, the company did this to their 1911 line. They created an E-Series, basically E for enhanced series pistols. So you can think of these, and I say these because there are two models, one with a 3.6 inch barrel and a more compact version with a 3.1 inch barrel, about 4 ounces weight difference between the two. I did a good bit of shooting with these today, so we're going to talk about not only what the features are and give you a quick guided tour, but how'd they do out on the range with several different types of ammo. So let's get into it. The first thing you'll notice about the CSX E-Series is they come optics ready. The company has designed these to be a direct mount system for RMSC compatible mounts. So I used a Holosun EPS carry optic, and sure enough, I popped the cover plate off, and with this pistol, the rear sight also comes off for this particular optic. You will lose that in the configuration. And the EPS carry direct mounted to the slide, piece of cake, no problem, nice and low, so we were good to go with that. The other things that you'll see with this pistol, it's a single action design, ambidextrous safeties, and slide lock levers, and it is all metal. I'm kind of a sucker for metal guns. Yeah, polymer's fine and all that, and it's light, I get it, but my personal preference, I will take the weight trade-off for metal guns. So we're talking here about an aluminum alloy frame, of course, steel slide and barrel, some polymer in use for the grip area itself. Another difference of the E-Series from the original CSX model, which I think came out maybe back in 2022, a few years back, a lot more textured surface all the way around the front in this case and in the back, and hold that thought for a minute. They did some neat things with the grips in these pistols. Another change in the E-Series is the trigger itself. If you had an original, you'll notice it was more of a hinged, angular type motion in the trigger. They got some complaints about that, so the new variant has got a straighter, more horizontally moving trigger, and usually it's a little bit lighter. I measured this one with a Lyman digital scale a bunch of times, and it came in right around 5 pounds. A couple ounces high, a couple ounces low, but right around the 5 pound lever. Trigger leaf safety, as we're all accustomed to at this point. This one's nice and wide. It's almost the full width of the trigger itself. I kind of liked that rather than that sharp blade thing everybody's putting in the middle. So nice to handle, easy to shoot. As you can see, I don't have huge hands, but I wear a size large glove with the standard configuration. Again, hold that thought. I can get all fingers on the gun and get a reasonably comfortable grip. Now, let's talk about capacity. So this thing has 12, 15, and 17 round magazines. 3 of them come with the pistol. Right now, the mostly flush mount that you're looking at is the 12 round magazine. There are grip sleeves for the larger ones. For example, here's the 15. Put that in. It basically gives you a little more room on the grip. And if you want to go ahead and move on up to the 17, got an even longer grip sleeve. Pop that in, and we have a full-size grip pistol. Now, here's kind of a cool feature. One of the things included with both models is a monolithic, I'll call it, grip backstrap, but it also has the extender model here. So I would take that sleeve off the 17 round magazine, and I would also take the sleeve off the 12 round, or off the 15 round magazine, sorry. Install this with a quick punch pin that comes with the pistol, and that magazine sets up so we have more of a single part assembly there with just the magazine going in and out, and this becomes part of the gun. Kind of a neat idea. So anyway, I actually did most of the shooting with the standard 12 round magazine configuration, and it was just fine. So there you go. Let's head off to the range and see how this thing did. So I shot the CSX with 4 different types of ammo. I used Black Hills Honey Badger. They're 100 grain rounds, all copper, kind of that drill bit type design. Neat stuff. I also tried Federal's NATO load. It's 124 grain, fairly hot load. I got out of this pistol with the 3.6 inch barrel. Got about an average of 1130 feet per second. I measured that with the Garmin Doppler radar chronograph that sits on the bench, kind of a nifty tool. I tried the S&B XRG. It's a defensive round for them. Again, a solid copper expanding round, weighs in about right at 100 grains if I remember correctly. And then I shot Federal's Syntec Defense load. These are the blue tip ones. They're not expanding. They look like a hollow point, but they actually fragment into 3 pieces plus the core itself, so a 4-piece scenario when they hit something. Nifty round. How'd they do? I set up at 15 yards, and as you can see in the video here, I shot with a Ransom multi-caliber rest. I used that on the bench to get stability, kind of take my movement out of the equation. Wouldn't tell you much about the gun if you're watching me stand there and freehand shoot. It's got an optic on it, so I had no sighting issues. It is a very small pistol, so I set up at 15 yards. I figured that was more reflective of how one might actually use this. Anyway, the results were the Honey Badger grouped in 5-shot groups at 15, right at 1.65 inches. The NATO round came in at 1.9 inches. The S&B opened up a little bit, 3.1 inch group for 5 shots. And the winner of the day was actually the Federal Syntec Defense round, that 138 grain polymer coated fragmenting bullet. That produced 1.3 inch 5-shot group. So nothing to sneeze at. This gun and its more compact cousin can shoot as well as most people can, so I think we're in good shape there. The manufacturer's suggested retail price is $6.99, so on the street you'll find it for less than that. Who knows what that'll work out to be. Keep an eye out. Nifty little gun. Certainly handy for carry. Nice and slender, all metal, not too heavy though, and lots of capacity, 12, 15, and 17 rounds. So thanks for stopping by. If you like what you see, go ahead and hit that like button and hit the subscribe button on here too, so you'll get notified for future episodes of American Handgunner Insider. Have a good one and shoot safe.